Welcome to Wealth Lab. Today, we're diving into a massive, and I mean absolutely massive, wealth-building secret. It's this incredible engine, right? It's so powerful, yet it's so quiet that it just operates completely in the background of your life. And honestly, the absolute best part about it, you definitely don't need a high income to make this work for you. Not at all.
We are, of course, talking about compound interest. Now, Albert Einstein supposedly called this the eighth wonder of the world. He famously said, "He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." And you know, this isn't just some clever bumper sticker saying. It's literally a universal law of wealth.
To really wrap our heads around the sheer scale of how this works out in the real world, let's look at Warren Buffett. We all know he's one of the richest people on the planet, but did you know that roughly 99% of his massive fortune was actually created after his 50th birthday? Crazy, right? His immense wealth isn't just from being a genius at picking stocks. It's really the result of decades of relentless, uninterrupted compounding.
Which naturally brings us to the big question for this explainer. If the math is really this simple, and if it's practically a universal law, well, why isn't everyone wealthy? Why do so many everyday people completely miss out on this? Let's uncover those hidden traps and, more importantly, figure out the solutions.
Section 1. The simple math.
Okay, so in the absolute simplest terms, compounding just means earning returns not only on your original money, but also on the returns that your money has already made for you. Think of your initial dollars like little workers. You put them to work and they earn a return. But here's the trick. Instead of spending that return, you use it to hire more workers. Pretty soon, those new workers are out there earning money for you too. You literally don't lift a finger, but your team just keeps on growing.
Let's look at the massive difference this actually makes. Say you have $10,000. On the left side here, let's say you earn an 8% return every year for 40 years, but you pull that return out in cash. You end up with $42,000, which, hey, isn't bad. But look at the right side. You leave the money completely alone. You let those returns reinvest. That exact same $10,000 snowballs into nearly $250,000. Absolutely wild.
Just watch how this builds over time. Look at the first 10 years. It's kind of slow, right? Your money only grows by about $12,000. Honestly, it's pretty easy to get bored early on. But look down at year 30, and then year 40. That exponential turbo boost really ignites in those later decades. In the final 10 years alone, the account jumps by over $133,000.
So the really crucial thing here is knowing just how fast your money can double. Enter the rule of 72. This is just a super simple mental math trick. You just take the number 72 and divide it by your expected return rate. So if you expect an 8% return, 72 divided by 8 is 9. Simple as that. It means your money will double every 9 years. It's a fantastic little shortcut to instantly see the power of compounding right in your head.
Section 2. Time beats money. Okay, let's picture two people here. Both of them decide to make a single one-time investment of $10,000. And they both earn an average 9% return. They never add another dime to it. Now, the person on the left starts at age 25. The person on the right waits just 10 years and starts at age 35.
By the time they hit retirement at 65, the results are just staggering. The person who started at 25 has hundreds of thousands of dollars more than the one who started at 35. Those 10 extra years of waiting cost the second investor an absolute fortune. Time is quite literally money in this game. Every single minute your money isn't invested is a minute it cannot compound.
Section 3. Where people go wrong.
You see, most people never actually benefit from this because they fall into one of these 4 major wealth traps. First off, our brains are just wired for linear thinking. We easily understand walking 10 miles in 10 hours, but exponential math, it kind of scrambles our brains. Second, we lack patience. We want to spend our hard-earned money today. Third, we panic. When the market drops 30%, people sell in pure fear, which completely destroys their compounding snowball. And fourth, we totally ignore fees. Let's actually look a bit closer at that last point. Just notice the devastating impact of fees. You might think a 1% management fee is tiny, right? It sounds like nothing. But over 30 years, on a $100,000 investment, that quote-unquote tiny 1% fee quietly robs you of nearly $187,000 in your final portfolio value. No joke. You absolutely have to keep your costs low if you want to let compounding truly thrive.
If you're finding this valuable, please subscribe to Wealth Lab and share this explainer with your friends and family. It really helps us grow. Section 4. Take action.
So, the absolute greatest tool in your arsenal here is something called a DRIP, which stands for Dividend Reinvestment Plan. Guys, this is the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it tool. Instead of getting your dividends paid out as cash, where, let's be real, you might be super tempted to just spend it, a DRIP automatically takes that cash and instantly uses it to buy more fractional shares of that investment. It completely automates your compounding snowball.
So here is your simple roadmap. Step 1, choose low-cost index funds to minimize those pesky fees we talked about. Step 2, set up automatic monthly deposits. Honestly, consistency matters way more than the starting amount. Step 3, turn on that DRIP to automatically reinvest your dividends. And Step 4, be patient. Never, ever interrupt the compounding process.
I really want to leave you all with this one question to chew on. What is your cost of waiting? We've clearly seen how delaying by just a few short years can literally cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in the long run. Please, don't let the lack of a massive starting fund hold you back right now. Just get started and let time do all the heavy lifting for you. Thank you for joining us today. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to Wealth Lab. We'll see you in the next one.